Dow is over 50,000 right now. American.
Yeah, I don't see what the problem is. Guys, come on. Pam Bondi is letting you know, like, the Dow is over 50,000. Our economy is doing great. Why do you guys care about some PDF files? Why do you guys care about some corruption in the government? Why do you guys care about not being able to have a say over your tax money and where it goes? I mean, why do you guys care? I mean, the Dow is over 50,000. We're being told exposing everything would crash the system. Sit with that for a second. Just sit with that. If accountability threatens markets, pensions, and power, what exactly are those things resting on? Every empire faces its test. Comfort or conscience? What are we going to choose? It's just a question for you to sit with. And I want you to think about every religion, every spiritual practice, every prophet, every sage, every saint, every guru, every mystic who has ever come to this earth, every philosopher who has asked us one question. Just one question. Are you of this world? That's it. And if the answer is you have chosen to identify your spirit and your soul with everything that makes this world, then I think you know where you stand. Now, I'm not demonizing anyone. See, when things like this happen, we have to ask ourselves questions. We have to ponder. We have to sit with it. We have to face it in all its totality and all of its ugliness. Because through that's where we, as a species, can get our redemption. After all, it's why we give the teachings of Christ, is it not? So it's just a question I'm asking. If your pension, your 401k, and your 50,000k Dow, which by the way, the markets go up and down, so that's bullshit. If what they're saying is that this entire system that benefits us in their eyes is to be held accountable, we're going to lose everything that they built for us. God forbid. And by us, I mean, really, who are they talking about? Is it the middle class? Is it the people in the street who can't afford anything? Is it just the wealthy? What are they saying? She, in one statement, implicated every single human being on earth, saying, we do this for you. And if you want us to hold us accountable, then we will be destroying everything that you rely on. That's what she said. So let that sink in. Let it swirl around in your conscience for a little bit. Let it sit. Right? And then think about Christ. Think about the Buddha. Think about your favorite guru. Think about your prophets. Think about your sages and saints or spiritual leaders. And ask yourself, what are you gonna do about what she just said? How are you gonna contend with that? How are you gonna handle it? How are you gonna digest that? And then I suppose the next question would be, what are we collectively going to do about it? And this isn't just about having some stupid revolution and blood in the streets and a civil war. That's what they want. They want that. This is about a real evolution in our consciousness and about what we value and about what we find value in and about how we achieve that value. See, what Pam Bondi said enraged a lot of people, rightfully so. But what it should have also done was make you look in the mirror and question, who are you? And what do you want? And what world are we creating? And one final thought. Don't for a second think that all this Epstein file nonsense is just somehow happening now. If you do enough history research, you'll find out that this has been going on since the beginning of human civilization. Since the dawn of mankind, this has been what we had to contend with. These are how these systems have been built for thousands of years. Remember that. You've heard the stories of sacrifices, killing babies. We've heard the stories, right? We know the stories. We hear them. They're biblical. So this isn't new to us. And every time this happens, there's a huge shift in our evolution. There's a cycle, there's a rebirthing, and we know what's coming. And that's, to me, I think that's the reason why all of these things are being released now, because they're just getting ready for that transition. Question is it a real transition or is it a controlled transition? And that was a very sneaky thing that she did, but it was effective to some degree. But I think the key question you're going to have to ask yourself is, are you really taking the time to digest and process what she said in that hearing? And then the next thing is, you as the individual sitting at home, instead of just getting enraged, are you asking the right questions? And then we as a collective have to decide if we accept that. And if you do, that's fine. That's your choice. If you accept it, own it. Because Pam Bondi owned hers. Own it. And if you say this is unacceptable, good for you. You've chosen your soul. You've chosen to be in the world, but not of the world.
The Dow right now is over. The Dow is over $50,000. I don't know why you're laughing. You're a great stock trader, as I hear, Raskin. The Dow is over 50,000 right now. Americans' 401ks and retirement savings are booming. That's what we should be talking about.